everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and today we are talking about the adidas PureBOOST Go. So I've talked on this channel a lot about Adidas and its line of Boost products. The most recent one was the Adidas Solar Boost, so if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. I'm gonna put it up as a link here or in the comment box below so you can check it out. Adidas gave me a PureBOOST style shoe a few years ago, but it was the PureBOOST X, which had that floating or adaptive arch technology that they have. So this is the first time that I've actually had a PureBOOST, just a PureBOOST, with a normal arch or a normal construction. So I'm just gonna show you the shoe right now. They issued me the white version, but there's also a charcoal color and I think there's a peach color as well. It's got the pretty standard construction. There is no adaptive arch. The knit, the upper is actually circular knit with a bit of plastic meshing on this side of the shoe and on the heel cup of the shoe. It's got a boost sole all the way through, some rubber for the outsole just so that your Boost midsole doesn't get worn out. So they've marketed the PureBOOST Go as a shoe that's specifically for city running and the multi-directional changes that you might encounter when you're running on the city streets. Especially here in Manila, you're running over some cracked sidewalks, maybe suddenly a pole jutting out of the sidewalk, you're outrunning dogs and other hazards. So this shoe is supposed to help you deal with that sort of quick change of direction. The PureBOOST Go features a brand new expanded landing zone, a wider forefoot platform for increased forefoot stability during multi-directional movements. The circular knit upper, which I mentioned earlier, is made from a breathable fabric, improves flexibility and freedom of movement with each instep. And of course, the Boost midsole offers runners endless energy return. So Adidas launched the PureBOOST Go in a series of events, what they call the City Chase, and their initial target market was the Adidas Runners Manila group. So people from Adidas Runners Manila were invited to sign up and then they were allowed to demo the PureBOOST Go. Now with City Chase, we were asked to run to certain locations within Bonifacio Global City. We were made to like guess where we were supposed to run next, and then we ran there like basically bag snatchers. We were trying to get there as fast as possible, and once we got to these locations, there were challenges that we had to accomplish. And some of the challenges didn't involve running, they involved certain high-intensity exercises, intervals, that sort of thing. And so the shoe was really put through its paces, not just for running, but also for general exercise. We are at the Adidas PureBOOST Go launch. I'm here with Gino from Takbo.ph. Apparently, we're all going to be put in teams, and we're on the same team now. So lacing up a new pair of Adidas. I found the PureBOOST Go really stable, not just for running forwards, but also running backwards and sideways, and doing burpees and other things like that. So it's a very good all-around trainer, as they like to call it in places other than the Philippines. Otherwise, we would call it rubber shoes. So you can use it not just for running, but also for general gym and fitness work. The sole has a very, there is a drop of sorts, but it's not too much. It gives really good ground feel. Another thing this shoe is marketed for is like the shoe that you would bring with you if you were traveling. One of the exercises during the City Chase was trying to smush as many of these PureBOOST Go's into a shoe bag as we could. And we were able to smush them like this we put 2 pairs of these PureBOOST Go's into one shoe bag. So that shows you, or that tells you, how compressible these shoes are, and you know, they're not really any the worse for wear after you push down on the top of them. As you see, the shoe is very, it's not too structured around here, so you can push this down and it's not going to make the shoe suffer at all. This one is a little bit tougher, the heel cup, yeah, it doesn't really matter. So that's how compressible this shoe is. I would travel with this shoe except for the colorway that was issued to me. So the lighting doesn't show it too much, but this shoe has seen major dust staining. So it's actually gray up here where it used to be white, and where I grab onto the shoe to pull it up onto my foot, that's also a little bit, you know, it's gray now instead of white. So I would say that the perfect colorway if you're going to travel with these shoes is the charcoal colorway, because that one won't show any of this dusty wear and tear. You might see that this deconstructed circular knit it's not all in one piece. There's a stitch going over the forefoot of the shoe. There's also a few stitches up here on this that make up the heel cup. It's not like the prime knit that Adidas has in its Ultra Boost, which is all knitted in one piece. There are less seams to worry about when it comes to chafing, but it also the prime knit, you know, kind of kept your foot in place just because of how it was knit together. And this one is a bit more traditional construction where there are several pieces to the shoe. So the Ultra Boost X's that I have are made with a Continental outsole, and this one is not branded Continental, but you know, I haven't really noticed how the wear and tear differs between the two shoes. And I've been running in these for about almost 2 months, so yeah, there isn't really much wear and tear here. Then again, I'm very light on my feet, and these shoes are lighter than most, so I wasn't really like slamming my foot down in them anyway. One thing that you might notice between the Ultra Boost X or any Ultra Boost and the PureBOOST is that there is no some kind of stability thing that's happening here in the inside. Let me show you what I mean. I'm holding onto my Ultra Boost X and my PureBOOST Go, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So the Ultra Boost has this torsion system which is supposed to stabilize your shoe as you run, or your foot as you run, and the PureBOOST Go doesn't have that one. So that kind of tells you what kind of running is involved when you're running in these shoes. For Ultra Boost X, you really can go long distances, or you can run for a long time in these shoes, Ultra Boosts. But for PureBOOSTs, this is pretty much very recreational running, very like I wake up in the morning and I'm gonna get my 30 minutes to an hour in every day, and that's it. So you can use these shoes for distances from 5 to 10K, but I would be wary of trying to use them up to 21K, because your foot and your leg, as it tires, it's gonna need more support. And I don't think the PureBOOST Go has that kind of support. That being said, if you've got great mechanics, you can basically run in racing flats and your feet won't hurt at all. But for people like me who, you know, who like to take a jog for a bit, or, you know, if you're traveling with these shoes, you're not really looking to do any speed work in new city, especially a new city that you don't know the routes to. So you're just on your feet, you're jogging, you're seeing the sights. This is the kind of shoe that you would probably go for. As opposed to, say, trying to run a half marathon, then I would go for an Ultra Boost. Okay, so when I was talking about seams and chafing, if you'll notice that the ankle collar of this shoe is a bit more traditional versus this kind of like a sock-like ankle collar from the Ultra Boost. This was really nice to wear with socks, and it wasn't very hugging on the ankle, so it was very comfortable. Versus this, where, you know, sometimes it might rub you the wrong way and it's very close to your skin. But you'll also notice that this tongue section of the PureBOOST is actually just stitched. It's a separate section as well, versus the Ultra Boost, which had no tongue section whatsoever. It's just part of a whole sock-like construction. That's something to consider if you kind of like, if you run sockless, this might not be the perfect shoe for you. If you run in socks, then there's really no issue. Overall, the PureBOOST Go was like, it was an awesome shoe to run in and train in and really just basically do everything in. It's your everyman, every shoe. So it's like, it's a shoe that you really like to pop your foot into and walk around or jog around in. It's a pretty good looking shoe. I really am OC because the graying of the white is bothering me, but if this were in a different color, I would definitely use this every day. Not just for running around in, but also to walk around in forma. Yeah, definitely if you were traveling, this is a great shoe to cut down on the stuff that you need to pack, because you can smush it up and then you can take it out and you can walk around the city in it. If you wanted to jog the next morning, you could do that as well. It's a very versatile shoe. If you wanted to do, say, some burpees, some side lunges, some lateral leaps, this shoe is gonna let you do it all. Another plus is that it's much cheaper than an Ultra Boost shoe. Okay guys, so basically that's all that I have to say about this shoe. If you have any other questions, or if you've already used the shoe and you want to share your experience with the shoe, please hit me up on my social media accounts or in the comments box below, and I can get back to you if you've got questions. Thank you so much for watching. If this was informative, if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you aren't yet, please subscribe to my channel. I've got so much more for you guys, so see you next time.